It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Taylor Gymnasium in Girard. Getting set for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Columbus Titans. I'm Josh Leonard, alongside me, Jess Murphy. Got a good matchup here tonight. Trojan girls coming to the game 9-5, Columbus girls 7-8. Trojan boys 4, Columbus boys at 4-10. These teams are both going to be playing in the sub-state. So we'll get a little bit about that as we get started with Community National Bank pregame show. Coming up on the other side of the break, the Trojans and the Titans coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Crockett has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crockett employees, for making us the best.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Mathis Drug continues to be the area's choice when it comes to your family's health and wellness. New ownership, but the same commitment to community you've come to expect from Mathis Drug. Now offering medication synchronization. Get all your monthly meds at the same time at the same place. Mathis Drug.
Hi, I'm Bria Scheibe, pharmacist and new owner of Mathis Drug Store. Stop in today and ask us about medication synchronization.
Mathis Drug, still locally owned and operated. Call 620-724-4313.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back out here to Taylor. We're about 15 and a half minutes away from tip-off for the girls' matchup tonight between the Trojans and the Columbus Titans. Again, these two teams both playing in that Katy sub-state, so tonight's matchup does hold some weight there as far as sub-state seeding goes. Of course, you want to win every game you play. We want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. Learn more, go to worldfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. And of course, we're rolling into the Community National Bank pregame show brought to you by, guess who, Jeff? Community National Bank Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank Trust, proud supporter Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, I guess the thing we got to do is take a look at some of the area matchups going on around the state of Kansas tonight. There's 164 games going on across the state. Jess and I only care about one of them. You might care about a handful of them. And so we'll take a look at some of those right now. Area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East 4th Avenue, downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing, apparel, makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. All right, going on tonight in the state of Kansas. Pleasant, Uniontown, St. Paul travels to Yates Center. Prairie View is at Iola. Burlington's at Wellsville. That's one to keep your eye on in 3A. Those are pretty good teams. Southeast is at Oswego. Big grudge match down in Lebec County as Parsons travels to Altamont to take on Lebec County. Jayhawk Lynn is at Erie. Another one to keep your eye on tonight. Riverton is at Colgan. That should be a pretty good game. And Osawatomie is at Anderson County. Cherryvale, Caney Valley, those are the bottom two teams right now in our sub-state started today. Pittsburgh is at Independence. And a good one going on in Neosho County tonight. Sports travels to Chanute. Humboldt is at Neodesha. And Northeast is at Marmonton Valley. And then there's about 140 some other games going on across the state of Kansas. If you're a big Hoxie fan, sorry, don't know where they're playing tonight. But it's somewhere way out there where electricity goes fairly. All right. So tonight Trojans taking on Columbus. They're struggling a little bit on the boys' side. On the girls' side, they're about a 500 team. What are your keys to the game tonight for the girls?
Well, these Trojan girls like to play that in-your-face pressure defense. And tonight they're going to have to turn this team over. Rumor has it their starting point guard is no longer on the team. So something says might see her Friday night, but that's just I don't know that to be 100% true. That's just what I was told today.
Oh my.
Yep. So we might try to push Columbus girls and see if we can't see how they handle the ball without her on the court. And then of course we gotta be able to hit some of those outside shots to force these girls into a big lead.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride stop at Evans Motors. Named Eddie have decades of experience getting folks in the right vehicle for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of highways 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh. Or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll talk starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Girard. The Trojans and the Fighting Titans coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at GirardMedicalCenter.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor. About 8 minutes away from tip-off here between the Girard Trojans and the Columbus Titans. I'm Josh Ledner, alongside me Jess Murphy, and I know we've been getting a weird echo on our audio here, and we're trying to get that sorted out for you as quick as we can. But Jess, I think right now it's time for our starting lineups, brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Avi Vetti will have you look at your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Jess, starting lineup.
All right, for Columbus, they're going to start junior number 0, Katie Mooney, senior number 2, Gracie Major, 11, junior number 3, Briley Johnson, senior number 12, Ava Harmon, and senior number 25, Macy Allison. And for your Trojans tonight, they're going to go normal here. Sophomore number 14, Maddie Kester, and then the 4 seniors, 21, Riley Brooks, 22, Peyton Brooks, 23, Bailey Bradshaw, and number 50, Hayden Buckley.
Well, Trojans had a real tough game their last time out against Anderson County, led by 8 at the half, and then ended up losing the game by 8. Had a pretty rough second half. They were outscored 12-4 in the third quarter, and then 16-8 in the fourth quarter, and that game really swung in that second half. Trojan boys ran away with the win against Anderson County, so got to think the Trojan girls just kind of need to get the ship righted, get their confidence back. Every game coming down the stretch here at a sub-state's important.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like you said, you want to win every game you play anyway, but it just comes to the point of they're going to all start mattering a little bit more every night.
All right. Well, I think we may have gotten our echo tracked down and done away with.
I hope.
Hell, I don't know.
It's loud in here.
Technology. It is super loud in here. It's hard to hear yourself think, much less track down an echo in your audio. But
echo.
I think we've got it done. Trojan Pep Band rocking the house from the stage down there, and
give them a little air time.
Yeah. And we'll have the national anthem coming up here in just a little bit, and they'll introduce the starting lineups. And we'll have the opening tip. We'll step away for another break. Seems like a great time to do it. Schwartzy bringing us some water.
Yep.
That's how we get taken care of here in Girard.
He's our man.
Home cooking. That's right. Oh, we get lukewarm water.
It's even better.
All right. Right. It won't hurt your feelings.
Won't hurt my teeth.
There you go. Who can we sound any more like a couple of old men up here?
Wow, my teeth, my feeling.
All right, we'll step away for a break because we need one, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at GirardMedicalCenter.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Are you?
Welcome back to a rockin' Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans get set to take on the Columbus Titans. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here in Girard. Trojan girls coming to the game 9-5, Columbus 7-8. Trojan girls have lost 3 of their last 4 games against Fort Scott, Colgan, and Anderson County. A bit of a murderer's row, if you will, there for girls basketball. But it hopefully is battle-hardened, this Trojan squad, as they make the run down the stretch to Sub-State. Columbus, their last time out, they lost 43-33 at Coffeyville last Friday night, and then back on the second, they lost 53-24 at Colgan, which is easy to do. Their team kind of hangs around Katie Mooney. She stirs the drink, scores about 11 points per game, averages a little under 3.5 steals per game. She scored 153 points this season. And then next up, the player to watch is Briley Johnson under the bucket. She's shooting it for about 45% from the field, but she's about 70% from the free throw line. So she's one you don't want to foul and put at the line. Nobody on this Columbus team averages more than 4 rebounds a game. And you can tell that they're a little bit vertically challenged as they take the floor tonight. So the Trojans hopefully can control things under the board tonight, Jess.
Yeah, they're going to have to, but the Trojans are none too tall themselves, so we just hope they get better position and get some boards.
We're getting set for the national anthem here at Ted R. Taylor. We'll step away for the third break of our pregame show. We'll be back with tip-off. Trojans and the Titans coming up right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Teams being introduced right now down on the floor. And Jess, before we get to our opening tip, big news.
Yeah, I'd like to give
Murphy fam.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Connor Murphy Mix, the newest addition to the Murphy family.
So this is your first foray into grandparenthood.
Yeah. So 4:30 Sunday morning, we was graced with our first grandchild.
And a morning person to boot.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 pounds, 4 ounces, 19 inches long, and I don't know if I'm biased, Josh, but he's the best looking grandkid I ever did see. I'll just tell you.
Your best looking yet.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Jess, and welcome to the. It's an elite fraternity.
Welcome to the old man club.
That's right. Now you can complain about your teeth.
And the band's loud.
Yeah. Wow. Turn your hearing aid down, buddy. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. You get your friends and family a ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Trojans control the tip. Maddie Kester gets it for the Trojans. And they have it here on the offensive end to start things out. Riley Brooks will hoist the three and nails it. Good start for the Trojans. Riley Brooks stakes them to a 3-point lead here early. Columbus back the other way quickly. This is Gracie Major with it. She'll swing it around. Caitlin Drager with it. Now she swings it out to Johnson. Count to Mooney. Johnson with it on the wing. Into the lane to Briley Johnson. Mooney with it. Keep working it around the perimeter. Caitlin Drager with it. Now back to Johnson, trying to drive baseline on Riley Brooks. Riley cuts her off. Pass out into the corner. They're going to say last touch by Columbus. It'll be turned over to Girard. Trojan ball. Out. Brooks loses the dribble and ends up in the hands of Major. Coming back the other way, and then she loses it and lands hard out of bounds. I heard the squeaking of her skin on the floor. That doesn't feel good. Quickly down to Bradshaw. Her shot no good. And then she picks up a foul after the rebound, and that's not a good foul by Bailey Bradshaw because Katie Mooney had obvious control of the rebound, and Bailey just kept trying to rip it away and drew the ire of the official. That's her first team foul on the Trojans. Shot no good. Bradshaw with the rebound. Kester pushing it back the other way for the Trojans. Loses her dribble. Tries to save it inbounds to Buckley. And it's going to be last touched by Columbus. It ended up in the hands of Gracie Major, but she couldn't control it. And Girard fortunate to keep this possession this time down the floor. I can hear myself on my phone, Jess. It's driving me crazy. That guy needs to shut up. That one tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Girard, so they'll turn it back over to Columbus. So ugly start to this game for both teams. Get the ball into Major. She's going to push it up the floor, being guarded by Peyton Brooks. I'm sorry, that's Mooney. Now Briley Johnson with it. She'll kick it over to Ava Harmon. Harmon puts it on the floor into the lane, runs into the back of Riley Brooks. She's going to be whistled for the travel. I thought for a moment they might be giving Brooks the foul on that one. That's the only foul you get running away from somebody. But Riley avoids the call, and Columbus turns it back over to the Trojans. At least it's ugly for both sides here, Jess.
Yeah, not a fluid start yet.
Brooks with it, top of the key, gives it back to Buckley. She'll pull the trigger on a long three. Off the mark, rebound Kester. Her putback no good, but she's fouled. And Maddie will head to the line to shoot a pair. They give this one on Macy Allison. That's her first team foul on Columbus.
Are we simulcasting on Columbus tonight, Josh?
I don't believe so. I never got final confirmation on that, so no.
Not at the moment, anyway.
We might supposed to be, but we isn't. I'll tell you that right now. Kester missed the first and connects on the second one. Quickly back the other way comes Mooney. Pass down low, tipped away. Mooney gets it back, working against Peyton Brooks. And they're going to get a reach foul. It's on one of the Brooks girls. And Riley's going to pick it up because she came in late. That's Riley's second team foul on the Trojans. Trojans got to watch these fouls here in this first quarter, because one thing that could get this Columbus team back into a rhythm is a parade to the free throw line. Johnson inbounds from right in front of the Trojan bench. Wide open shot for Gracie Major is no good. Tipped around, rebound controlled by Columbus. The putback no good. And finally, Erica Boatman, who just checked into the game for Girard, comes away with the board. Now Jariah Adolph also just checked into the game. Has it on the wing. She'll put it on the floor. A little runner. And she's going to be fouled. They're going to whistle this one, I believe, on Macy Allison. That'll be her second. Yep. Second team foul on Columbus, and Adolph is going to head to the line with the Trojans leading 4-0. 5:32 to play here first quarter. Jiraiya hits the first. Allison will take a seat. Time to update the scorebook. Katie Simpson checks into the game. And Adolph hits them both. Trojans leading at 6-0. Mooney with it. Crosses over, kicks it back out to Ava Harmon, dribbles the free throw line, shot off the glass, won't go. Harmon gets her own rebound, and the putback is good. So Columbus on the board. We're trailing at 6-2. Kester on the right wing, kicks it into the corner to Peyton Brooks. Now back out to Kester. Swinging around the horn to Adolph, thought about it. Now back out to Riley Brooks. She doesn't think long, hoists that one. And it's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Columbus. I think Adolph got it.
No, they're giving the ball to Columbus.
Okay, there we go. Adolph tipped it away from the, let's see who the Columbus player was, but quickly ahead, shot on the way from Harmon. No good. And the rebound comes down to Briley Johnson, battling down low, and they're going to whistle a foul against the Trojans. They get Maddie Kester with this one. That's her first. Third team foul on Girard. There's a lot of time left. Trojans only 2 fouls to give before sending Columbus to the free throw line. They kick it back out to Moody. Her shot on the way, no good. Johnson will pull the trigger on a three, and it's good. Just like that, 2-point game. They could have called that a long two. Trojans lead it by a bucket. Down low to Boatman. Too much traffic. She kicks it back out to Adolph. They swing it around the horn to Kester. Bounce pass down low for Peyton Brooks, who caught it between her knees and had to recover. And then Riley Brooks with the runner won't go. Peyton with the rebound. Into the corner to Adolph. Back out to Peyton Brooks. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Riley. Straight away. Three on the way. Is good. 6 points for Riley Brooks. Trojans open up a 5-point lead. Under 4 minutes to play as that inbound pass goes off the backboard. Last touch by Kester. It'll stay with Columbus. As Trojans bringing this full court pressure, trying to keep Columbus out of rhythm. Peyton Brooks will sit. Kennedy Keller checks into the game for Girard. So it's Kester, Keller, Adolph, Buckley, and Boatman out on the floor right now for Girard. Johnson will handle it up the floor, has it poked away, gets it back, kicks it over to Harmon, into the corner to Gracie Major. Shot on the way for three is good. And the Trojans just going to let them chuck them from outside tonight. And Columbus pulls back within two. 3:33 to play first quarter. Kester steps into the corner, her shot deflected, but they're going to whistle a foul on Katie Mooney, who expresses her disbelief. And it's going to send Maddie Kester to the line to shoot three. That's Mooney's first, third team foul on Columbus. Kester's first shot is good. Her second shot is good. And her third is good. Maddie Kester 4 of 5 from the free throw line here in this first quarter. Trojans lead it by 5. Columbus quickly up the floor. Harmon with it. Gives it up to Mooney. Driving into the lane. Kicks it over. Shot on the way is good for Gracie Major. She's got 5 points. And we're back to a 3-point lead for Girard. Buckley thought about it from the wing, kicks it down low to Boatman. Her pass back to Buckley deflected, but Hayden has it. Now back down to Erica on the blocks. Her shot no good, tipped around. Erica in there to get the rebound, and the putback is good. Boatman's first bucket of the night. Trojans by 5. Quickly back the other way is Johnson. Now she kicks it out to Harmon. Another long shot on the way. Hard rebound, bounces off of Boatman. She hits the floor going after it. And it's out of bounds. The officials look at each other. Coach Coach Herlocker seems to know who has the ball.
But he was wrong.
And they're going to let it stay with Columbus. I don't think anybody had any idea. Briley Johnson with it. Swings it around. They're going to have a foul on the floor, and they're going to get Jariah Adolph with a pushing foul away from the ball, working against Katie Mooney. That's Jariah's first, 4th team foul on the Trojans. Need to keep it clean for the next 2:26. Get it down low. The pass deflected. Now it's a scrum for the ball. And Erica Boatman comes away with it for the Trojans, and she's going to be fouled. Fouls on Briley Johnson. That's her first, 4th team foul on Columbus. Ava Harmon will sit. Katie Mooney back into the game for Columbus. Adolph handles up the floor for Girard. Over to Kester. Drives baseline, and she's going to pick up a blocking foul against Katie Simpson, who just checked in not that long ago. That's her first. And it will send Maddie Kester to the line to shoot a pair. Maddie Kester is like a one-person parade to the free throw line here in this first quarter.
And it's been working.
I'm not going to tell you until she's done shooting free throws what her percentage is here, Jess. I'm going to keep the jinx in my pocket. She hits them both. Kester 6 of 7 from the free throw line in this first quarter. The Trojans lead it by 5. Or I'm sorry, lead it by 7. Math is hard.
It is hard.
That's why I never do it. Trojans keeping that full court pressure going. Columbus almost turning it over. If Jariah Adolph was looking at the ball, she could have picked that one off. But it ends up in the hands of Katie Mooney. Adolph, hard foul, hard screen. Gets knocked off her feet, so not a good possession that time for Jariah. And she lost the ball and then got knocked off her feet. And there was a bucket on the other end. I believe we're going to credit Katie Mooney with that one. A 2-pointer. Boatman with it in the corner. And she's going to pick up a blocking foul against Katie Simpson once again.
At the line of the Lady Trojans, number 55, Erica Boatman.
Boatman's first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Entering the game for the Lady Titans, number 12, Ava Harmon. Entering the game for the Lady Trojans, number 21, Riley Brooks, and 22, Peyton Brooks.
David Harmon back into the game for Columbus. And Boatman hits them both. Trojans must have been practicing some free throws, Jess, because we shot them pretty well so far here tonight. It's the reason they're up by 7. 1:42 to play here, first quarter. Mooney coming back the other way, crossing over on Peyton Brooks. Now she kicks it out, and a 3-point bucket by Briley Johnson. And the Trojans just can't get a hand up in the face of those outside shooters, and that's the only thing keeping Columbus in this game. Peyton Brooks with it, back over to Riley. She'll pull the trigger on a 3, way short. And Kaylee David tried to save it in for the Trojans, but stepped on the line. That'll give it back to Columbus. Full court pressure by the Trojans as Mooney saves it in to Briley Johnson. You might want to get a hand up. Back to Mooney. Back over to Johnson, wide open. She'll step inside the 3-point line, take the shot. No good, rebound. Riley Brooks. Here she comes back the other way. Runs right into traffic and loses the ball. Too much dribbling. Gracie Major comes away with it for Columbus. Kicks it over, shot on the way from Ava Harmon for 3. They're going to call it a 2. It's good. The outside shooting of Columbus keeping them in this game. Peyton Brooks into the corner to Buckley. 3-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound Peyton Brooks. She dribbles it back out. Now picked up her dribble, needs to go somewhere with it. Bradshaw over to Buckley. She'll put it on the floor, down low to Bradshaw. Off the glass and good. First bucket of the night for Bailey Bradshaw. Stakes the Trojans to a 3-point lead. Then he plays the perimeter defense here. Columbus gets the entry pass down low. Here's another wide open three-pointer. In and out. And then they don't get the rebound. And the putback is good for Gracie Major. And that'll drive you crazy if you're Coach Herlocker. You don't guard the shooter. Then you don't box out the rebounder. And we got a 1-point game after one. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
After one, Trojans lead it by one over the Columbus Titans. And man, the Trojans should be out to about a 6 to 8 point lead here, Jess, but the outside shooting of Columbus has kept them into this, and a few defensive lapses by Girard have given Columbus some easy points. There's a tipped pass, but it's Katie Mooney's going to get to it. Her dribble is stolen away. And now Riley Brooks passing ahead to Peyton off the glass. It's good. First bucket of the night for Peyton Brooks. Pushes the Trojan lead to 3. Mooney gets it over to Major. Looking for somewhere to go with it, being guarded by Riley Brooks. Kicks it over to Ava Harmon, now into the corner to Johnson. Back to Harmon in the lane. Shot high off the glass is good. 6 points for Harmon. Back to a 1-point lead for Girard. Buckley with it on the wing, gets it down low to Bradshaw. Her pass, nobody wanted it, out over the top. Kind of threw it between two players, and that turns it back over to Columbus. Major with it, off the inbound, guarded by Brooks. Gets it to Briley Johnson on the wing, trying to get it down low. That's out of bounds. Let's see who they're going to give it to. Not a real immediate signal as to whose ball it is, but everybody's heading to the Girard end, so I'm just going to guess it's Trojan ball. What is going on?
Late sub.
Okay. Brooks will handle it across the timeline, get it to Bradshaw. A wide open Buckley for 3, off the mark. Rebound Kester, her putback no good. Rebound Bradshaw, her putback is good. 4 points for Bailey Bradshaw. Again, a 3-point lead for Girard. Let's see if they can get a stop here on the defensive end. Johnson with it. She'll give it up to Harmon. Back to Johnson. 3-second violation? Okay. 3 second. Oh, no, they're whistling a foul.
Oh.
Against Macy Allison. That's her third. First team foul on Columbus here in the second quarter. Allison will take a seat along with Grace Major. That'll bring Katie Simpson back into the game, along with Caitlin Drager. Peyton Brooks with it in the lane, kicks it over to Marley Sisney in the game for the first time tonight. Gets it over to Brooks. Now Peyton with it, gives it up to Kester. She'll drive baseline, pulls up for a 10-foot floater, and it's good. 8 points for Kester. Trojan lead is 5. Mooney working against Brooks. They'll swing it around the horn. Johnson thought about a 3, steps inside the line. She'll take a shot, no good. Columbus quick to the ball tonight. Trojans having trouble. Mooney falls down, and the Trojans off and running. Pass ahead to Peyton Brooks off the glass is good. 4 points for Peyton. Give the assist to Maddie Kester. Trojans by 7. Johnson with it, out top. Over to Ava Harmon. Kester guarding her. Now Katie Simpson with it. And this is Trinity Green into the game now. Now Harmon with it. Kester cuts her off. Back over to Johnson. Trying to feed it down low to Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Columbus. And they turn it over. Good defensive stop that time by Girard. They had to recover a few times, but they got it done. They got it back here leading by 7 with 4.5 to play. Kester's going to take a 3. In and out. Ooh, and in. In and out and back in for Maddie Kester. She's having a heck of a first half. 11 points for Maddie Kester. There's a timeout on the floor. A full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer rock leveling and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Welcome back to a loud Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Is that better, Jess?
That's a lot better.
That's a lot better. I was blowing you out. Had your headphones cranked up. Heavy metal. Columbus with the ball coming out of the timeout. Trojans still applying that full court pressure. They get it into Mooney. Trojans weren't necessarily set when the whistle blew, and then Mooney throws it off Riley Brooks' leg because she was getting trapped.
Yeah, Katie, dribbled into trouble and just got herself plumb out of it.
Yeah. Get it into Briley Johnson, and she's going to dribble it up the floor, being guarded by Sisney. Gives it up to Mooney. Now Harmon with it, back over to Johnson. She'll put it on the floor, picks up her dribble. That's a double dribble, but okay. Back out to Harmon. Now Johnson with it. Put it on the floor again into the corner to Green, and then they try to get it down low. Trojans trap. That one pass is picked off. Deflected, then picked off by Riley Brooks as the Trojans trying to build on this 10-point lead. Kester open for 3. She'll take it again and hits. Tell you what, they might want to check Maddie Kester. She might be unconscious here in this first half, Jess. Shooting the lights out. Oh, it's getting dark in here. Kennedy Keller fell down, then got up and then caught a pass from the Columbus player. Then Kester missed the layup in transition. Now back down the other way. And Boatman does a good job recovering to deflect the pass out of bounds and give Girard a chance to set their defense up. Kester will take a seat.
The easiest
Carson
shot,
O'Rand into the game.
Yeah, the easiest shot Maddie had all night.
Right. Too easy. Mooney with it. Kicks it out to Harmon. Back to Mooney. Over to Johnson. Back to Harmon. She thought about a 3. Back to Johnson. She'll take it and hits. The Trojans got to extend that defense out a little bit more on Briley Johnson. She's got 8 points, 6 of them from beyond the arc. And none of them have been contested. And that time, Marley Sisney couldn't handle the pass from Riley Brooks, and that'll turn it over. get it ahead. Harmon, nobody guarding her on the inbound. And now Columbus into their half court. Under 3 minutes to play here, first half. Trojans leading by 10. Get it down to Mooney, and she takes a lot of contact down low. And we'll see who they called this one on. They got this one on Riley. That's her second. And they'll exchange Brookses as Peyton checks in. Riley takes a seat. Marley Sisney will sit, and Hayden Buckley back in the game. So Orand, Keller, Brooks, Boatman, and there's Kennedy Keller picks off the pass. Off the glass in transition, it's good. That's Keller's first bucket of the game. Gives the Trojans a 12-point lead. Johnson, again, thought about a three. Now into the lane. The shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Boatman. Green had a good look at it, but couldn't connect. Now the Trojans with it on the offensive end. Orand with it, picked up her dribble, needs to get rid of it. Forces one into Peyton Brooks, almost picked off. Then she passes out of trouble right to Briley Johnson for Columbus. Not some great decisions on that possession by the Trojans. Green with it, top of the key. Back out to Johnson, forced it down low to Mooney. Back out top, now to Johnson, back out to Mooney, trying to get it down low. And the shot is up and good for Katie Simpson, who got great position on the blocks. Moving without the ball, the lead back down to 10. A minute 45 to play first half. Keller with it, draws the trap, kicks it over to Boatman. Erica dribbles it way out. Now back to Keller, takes it into the lane. And they're going to whistle an offensive foul against Keller. And she's a little bit out of control coming across the lane. It would have been better just to put up a shot at that point than try and make the pass, but maybe had a little bit too much momentum. And that's Keller's first. Just the second team foul on Girard here in the second quarter. That one tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Columbus. Peyton Brooks giving Katie Simpson fits there on the baseline. And her inbound pass is thrown into the bench. Coach Matt Lee came away with it. But he's standing out of bounds, Jess.
Yep. Wrong, not in uniform.
Will be Trojan ball. Keller cross court to Buckley. Always thinking about it. Now she'll take a three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Peyton Brooks. Peyton dribbling around, kicks it over to Keller. Keller will put it on the floor. Back up top to Adolph. Now Peyton Brooks into the lane to Boatman, into the corner. Wide open shot for Keller. Can't hit. And then Buckley misjudged the rebound, but Adolph tracks it down. Then Peyton Brooks' pass is deflected. This is turned into a JV game. And Johnson comes away with it for Columbus. Mooney wide open for three, way too strong. And now, oh geez. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Boatman. Too much traffic, gets it away to Peyton Brooks. Her pass to Keller, who will pump the brakes. Slow things down for the Trojans, good idea. As chaos reigned there for a little bit. Boatman gives it up to Peyton Brooks in the corner, being guarded by Mooney. And she's going to be whistled for the reach-in foul on Brooks. That's two on Mooney. Second team foul on Columbus. It's hard to believe that each team only has two fouls in this quarter. I guess those are just the ones they've called.
Yeah. They're not calling very many of them.
Woo, no, they're not.
It's pretty rough
on.
down
That's
there.
The mantra tonight is play on.
Keep the clock running.
Adolph gives it up to Boatman. Now she'll put it on the floor. Passes it back to Adolph. Kester, left wing. Maddie will drive off the glass and good. Quick pass ahead to Harmon. Her shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Adolph. Touched it but couldn't squeeze it. And that'll give it back to Columbus with 2.5 left on the clock.
Nope, giving it to Girard.
Oh, no. Girard ball, huh? How about that? Buckley with it. She's going to... won't even call that a shot.
I think it got
blocked.
blocked.
That's going to do it for the first half. Trojans leading it by 12. We'll take a quick break. and we'll be back with the GN Bank Halftime Show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan Athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor. We're at halftime of the girls' matchup. At the half, the Trojans lead by 12, 38-26 over the Columbus Titans. This is the GN Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, a big first half, Jess. We saw a frenetic pace, a lot of turnovers, kind of an ugly rumble-tumble affair, but the Trojans got the better of it. And a lot of times, if you ask Coach Herlocker, that's the kind of game they want to play anyway.
Yeah,
they feel like that's their wheelhouse.
Yeah, kind of like to muddy that up just a little bit, and the rest are going to let you play that way. Then that's by far the way you want to play it.
Let's keep the eye on the game, brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard. They're here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the first half, those halftime stats, brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy, so trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling, Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-8542. First off, for the Columbus Titans are led in scoring by Gracie Major. She has 10 points. Riley Johnson has 8, Ava Harmon with 6, and Katie Simpson and Katie Mooney with 2 points each to round out the scoring for Columbus. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Maddie Kester, who has shot the ball very well here in this first half. In fact, the only shot I think she missed was a layup, and she's got 16 here at the break. Riley Brooks has 6, all of those coming in the first quarter, all of them from beyond the arc. And then Peyton Brooks, Bailey Bradshaw, and Erica Boatman have 4 points each. And Jariah Adolph and Kendi Keller added a bucket each to round out the scoring for Girard. Trojans lead it by 12. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the GN Bank halftime show. You watch Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you, and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to your call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Why settle for less than the best? Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, It is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Trojans with the ball to start the third quarter. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. Got so many commercials in that halftime, Jess. It's hard to get them all in there. Riley Brooks handling it for the Trojans. Into the lane, kicks it out to Kester. Passed open jumper, drives baseline, loses her dribble, gets it back. Now dribbles back out into the corner, and she'll send it around the horn. Riley Brooks thought about a three, gets to Buckley, she'll take it, and Hayden hits. First three-point bucket tonight for Hayden Buckley, first points of the night. And Trojans out to a 15-point lead, but quickly down on the other end is Briley Johnson. 2. 10 points for Johnson. His shot no good. Trojans with the rebound though. Kester will step inside the line, take the shot, and hits. 18 points for Maddie Kester. I'm not even going to do the math on how big the lead is. It's a lot. It's more than 5, which means I can't add or subtract it. Harmon with it, kicks it out. Shot on the way from Major, no good. Nobody touched it, and it'll be Trojan ball. Riley Brooks will inbound from right in front of that rowdy Trojan student section over there.
American night.
Is it?
Red, white, and blue is what they're supposed to be dressed in.
All right on. Some of them did it. Riley Brooks will kick it over in the corner to Kester. Why not? She'll pull the trigger on a three. Missed off the iron, and Major rebounds for Columbus. Basically, it just came straight at her. She'll handle up the floor, and she's fouled by Kester. That's legal in hockey.
Maybe.
That's her second first team foul on the Trojans. Mooney will inbound for Columbus. Gets it into Major in the backcourt. Guarded by Riley Brooks. Harmon with it now into the corner to Johnson. Looking down low now. They'll work it back around the horn. Major will back it out. Free throw line for Allison. Cross court pass to Harmon. Her shot on the way, no good off the back iron, but Briley Johnson tracks down the rebound. Back out to Mooney. She'll hoist the three, no good. Rebound Riley Brooks, and the Trojans are off and running. Brooks headed down the floor. She'll hoist one up, and it's good. Just kind of found its way over the rim. Brooks has 8 points. That's her first 2-point field goal of the night. Major over to Mooney. Back out to Gracie. Being guarded by Riley Brooks. Back over to Mooney. She ran about a half mile to get to that one. Now Peyton Brooks still swatting at it even though Mooney's sitting on the ground, but Columbus able to control. Johnson with it. Back to Mooney at the elbow. She'll drive baseline. And they're going to get Peyton Brooks for a reach-in foul. That's her first. Second team foul on the Trojans here in the third. Adolph and Boatman check in, replacing Bradshaw and Buckley. Major gets it off the inbound, looking down low for Johnson. Now she'll swing it out to Harmon. Gets it back. Back out to Harmon. Major with it. Oh, almost lost it. Gathers it back. Over to Briley Johnson. Into the corner. Back out top to Mooney. Back over to Johnson, wide open for three. She'll take it and hits. Well, Jeff's one of these days, the Trojans will learn that you can't leave Johnson with her own area code out there at the three-point line.
Briley shot it well tonight.
Yep. She's really done her damage from outside. even though she leads the team in rebounds. There's a three-point attempt by Adolph, and she hits. Adolph makes up for the defensive lapse by hitting a three-pointer of her own. Trojans at a 17-point lead. Harmon with it, swings it around to Johnson. Back to Harmon on the baseline. She'll put it on the floor. Now back out to Johnson. Open for three again, way short. And that one's going to be out of bounds to the Trojans. And Peyton Brooks did a good enough job of shading Mooney away from the rebound. Kaylee David in, replacing Riley Brooks for Girard. Marley Sisney with it. She'll put it on the floor, and they're going to have a blocking foul. And that one's going to go against Mooney. That's her third. Throw it into the backcourt to Adolph. Trojans will set up. It's Adolph, David, Peyton Brooks, Marley Sisney, and Erica Boatman on the floor right now for Girard. Boatman into the corner to David. She'll launch a three, no good. Rebound Brooks, and then she's floored. And I think they're going to get Mooney with the foul, and they do. That's 4 on Katie. Substitution into the game. Mooney will sit, and Simpson will come in. And Simpson was set to come in, Jess, when Mooney picked up her third. And then before she could check into the game, Mooney got her fourth.
Yep, that's big for Columbus. Mooney's their spark plug.
Simpson tips that one out of bounds. The inbound pass intended for O'Rand. David out, gets it into Adolph. Trying to get things organized. Back over to David. Now Adolph into the lane to Boatman. Kicks it out to O'Rand. She'll dribble baseline. Her shot blocked. Boatman comes up with it. O'Rand hits the floor. Boatman's double teamed. And then they're going to whistle a foul against, or a 3-second violation against Boatman.
But I think they're going to grant Herlocker a timeout before the whistle.
Wow. Coach Herlocker with a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And sometimes this game looks good. Other times this game looks like an 8th grade game. And it's just a matter if you're tuning in and tuning out. You're either watching a really good game or you're watching like an 8th grade game. But Trojans getting the better of it so far as they lead it by 17 here in the third.
Yeah, the officials are really letting these girls just kind of play and push and shove and swat, and it's just really feeding right into what these Trojans like to do.
It's like watching a game in Missouri.
Somebody will be bleeding before this night's over.
I just hope it's not one of us.
It won't be me, I'll promise you that.
Adolph to inbound for the Trojans from the right baseline. Goes over the top, gets it into Marley Sisney. Now back into the corner to Adolph. Back out to O'Rand as Columbus trying to pick up the intensity defensively, and the Trojans turn it over. There's a lot of younger players out on the floor trying to toss it around in traffic. Now Johnson with it. O'Rand guarding her, over to Harmon. Looking down low, now she gets it up top to Simpson. Her shot off the mark, and right there for the rebound is Erica Boatman. O'Rand to David on the right wing. Back over to Adolph, thought about a three, gives it up to Boatman on the baseline. Now back to Sisney at the elbow. Marley steps through, off the glass and good.
Marley's going to be a good player the next few years.
Yeah, she's not afraid to shoot, that's for sure, and she likes to take it to the bucket. That's her first basket of the night. Johnson being guarded by O'Rand. Her pass picked off by David. Kaylee off and running. Draws some contact, and she'll pick up a blocking foul against Johnson. That's just 2 on Briley. Second team foul, or I'm sorry, the third team foul on Columbus, and Kaylee David will step to the line for the first time tonight. And there's a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout as Coach Leet wants to talk it over with his squad. And Jess, I was watching that JV game, and it went to a running clock because the Trojans were getting the better of it so much. But you watch Marley Sisney and Kennedy Keller and Carson O'Ran in those JV games, they look like Michael Jordan because they've been playing in these varsity games, and it's starting to show that varsity experience that they're getting at the JV level. It's just not really fair because they run and gun and shoot and go after it like they're in a varsity game. And it's kind of shell-shocked some of those JV kids.
And I haven't been to a junior high game, but I probably need to sneak into a junior high game to see because if they have anything underneath this group of freshmen they're playing now, Trojan girls basketball is really in a good place for the next 3 or 4 years.
Kaylee David at the line to shoot a pair. Hits the first.
Made her second.
I'm going to have to write her into my scorebook. I thought she was in here already. Mooney with it. Guarded by Sisney. Gets it over to Johnson. Back out to Mooney. They'll swing it around. Allison with it. Gets it down low to Johnson. Now outside. The shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Sisney. Ahead to Adolph. Back to O'Rand. Steps inside three-point line. Her shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Comes down to Adolph. And she just turns and puts it up, and it's good. 7 points for Jariah Adolph. Trojans by 23. Up top, Johnson with it. Swings it around to Harmon. Back to Johnson, top of the key. Back to Allison. They're trying to get it down low, and they do to Harmon. She steps through into the lane. Her shot bounces around and just rolls off the back of the iron. Sisney with the rebound for the Trojans, and they're back on offense. 1:10 left to play, third quarter. Trojans in the driver's seat of this one. Boatman from the elbow kicks it over to a wide open Adolph. She passes up a three, then goes for the drive, but she's fouled by Katie Simpson. That's the fourth team foul on Columbus in the third. Third foul on Katie Simpson. And it'll be Trojan ball with Adolph to inbound from the left baseline. My left, it's your left too. David will back it out, set everything up, waiting for a screen. Nope, she'll kick it over to Carson O'Rand. And her pass picked off. Trojans turn it over. Now coming back the other way, this is Harmon. Into the corner to Johnson. Down low to Allison, and she's going to be fouled. She's on her way to traveling, Jess. They got Erica Boatman with that one. I'm not sure. Erica got the short end of that. Got called for a foul and got elbowed in the face. They kick it out to Harmon, back down low to Johnson. She's falling down. And they're going to whistle Boatman with that foul. Just because somebody falls down doesn't mean there's a foul. But Erica picks that one up. That's her second in the last 10 seconds. And the fourth team foul on the Trojans. Both teams playing with 4. Johnson at the line. Shot on the way is good. Johnson's a 70% free throw shooter. So not one you want to put on the line if you're the Trojans. That's her 14th point tonight. And she hits them both. .30 seconds to play. O'Rand with it. Gives it to Bradshaw at the elbow. Kicks it out to Adolph. She'll take a three. Way short. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Columbus ball. Jariah just didn't get much jumper on that jump shot. Simpson cut off, passes ahead to Mooney. Almost carried it there, loses her dribble. O'Rand comes away with it. And off the glass and good. First bucket of the night for Carson O'Rand. Trojan leads 23. Johnson passing down low. It's tipped around, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans by 23. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
One quarter left to play. Trojans lead it by 23 over the Columbus Titans. Columbus will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Katie Mooney with it now. Over to Briley Johnson into the corner. Allison with it. Back to Mooney. Harmon. Mooney. Johnson. Into the corner. Allison kicks it back out. Harmon with it, not sure what to do, gives it back to Johnson. She'll put it on the floor. Buckley there to pick her up. No shot clock, Jess. Mooney with it, trying to get it down low, poked away and stolen by Peyton Brooks. Good defensive possession that time for Girard. Took a lot of time, gave up no points. Bailey Bradshaw with it, kicks it back out to Kester. She'll take a three and hits. Now, I wish Maddie Kester could bottle this performance, Jess. 21 points for Kester. Trojans by 26. Johnson with it. Top of the key from Mooney. Onto the wing. Shot on the way from Simpson. No good. Rebound comes down to Allison, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to whistle Riley Brooks for this one, but I'm pretty sure it's Bailey Bradshaw who did all the contact there. But Riley will pick it up. It's her third, allegedly. Gracie Major checks back into the game, replacing Macy Allison for Columbus. Gets it, shoots it, and it's good. Didn't take her long to have an effect. 13 points for Gracie Major, and Trojans kind of left the shooter alone again. Got burned. Brooks around to Buckley, thought about it, gets it down low to Bailey Bradshaw, back out to Buckley. She'll put it on the floor, heads baseline, loses it. Bradshaw comes away with it. She can't get a foul, it's a held ball. And the possession arrow is going to favor Columbus. I think that's the first held ball of the night.
Right, that's Girard. Columbus started the half.
Yeah. You know.
Or the quarter, whatever it was.
Yeah, Coach Herlocker's in the ear of the official nearest him. Like, come on, man. There's a lit up arrow on the scorer's table. Maddie Kester from the corner, no good. Rebound, Briley Johnson. She'll handle it up the floor for Columbus. Kicks it over to Harmon. Now Majors with it. Kester guarding her this time. Majors will put it on the floor. Now everybody leaves her, and she pulls up for a three off the back iron. Buckley not looking at the ball. Johnson comes away with it. Mooney for three and hits. Mooney averages about 11. That's her 5th point of the night. Trojans lead it by 20, 59-39. And Maddie Kester just threw that directly to Ava Harmon, and that'll turn it over. Not sure what she was trying to do right there. Columbus with it here, trailing by 20. Majors with it, almost walked. Gets it out to Johnson, trying to get it down low. Ends up in the hands of Kester, and she's going to be fouled. And they're going to whistle Gracie Major with this. It's her first team foul on Columbus here in the fourth. Peyton Brooks, limbound it to Riley. Over to Buckley, open three, she'll take it, short. Rebound comes down to Harmon, then Majors ends up with it. Ahead to Mooney, and she's fouled, and the bucket is good. And they're going to whistle Riley Brooks with that one, and that's her fourth. Seven points for Mooney. And a shift change for the Trojans. There's a new 5 out on the floor as Keller, Sisney, David, Adolph, and Oran check into the game, replacing Kester, Brooks, Buckley, and Bradshaw. I feel like I'm reading the phone book.
Brag on Gracie Major real quick. She just signed the letter of intent to go down into Oklahoma to pitch. If you want to watch a true softball pitcher, go catch a Columbus game sometime this spring and watch Gracie Major.
You said Oklahoma, like University of?
No, it's I wish I had it on the tip of my tongue when I started talking where she was
intended
going.
For Sisney, tipped away, then the pass ahead to Riley Johnson, just too high and out of bounds onto the stage where the pep band is hiding. They close that curtain when they're playing, right? And then when they're not playing, they open the curtain. But Keller with it. Junior college, D2?
No, I think it's the Seminoles.
Yeah,
it's a D2 school.
Oran to pull the trigger on a three and hits. 5 points for Carson Oran. It's back to a 30-point lead, but quickly down the floor comes Columbus, and Macy Allison gets her first bucket of the game. And they're going to get a foul there as Katie Simpson got tangled up with Kaylee David, and that'll be Simpson's fourth. Second team foul on Columbus, and finding out here in the fourth quarter, those whistles do work. Inbound pass to Oran in the backcourt. Gives it up to David. Dribbles into traffic. And they're going to whistle a blocking foul on Allison again, I believe. That's her fifth, and that's going to do it for Katie Simpson. And that'll bring in Trinity Green. Columbus fans not happy with that call. I feel that the officiating is not equitable, Jess.
Well, it's not been one-sided.
Sisney will drive baseline, gets in trouble, gives it up to Oran, and she, a lot of steps and not many dribbles, and she'll be whistled for a travel. As they waited a while to blow that one up because the travel happened immediately, and they let her get all the way into the free throw line before blowing the whistle. Oh, Mooney lost the dribble, then Kennedy Keller saved it, and it ends up in the hands of Gracie Major, and she hits a three. Now that went poorly for the Trojans, and better off just to let that one go out of bounds. Trying to set up the offense here. A lot of young players out on the floor right now for Girard. David has it poked away, gives it up to Oran. Now back to Adolph, drives down the lane, kicks it out to David for three, and Kaylee hits. 5 points for Kaylee David. Trojans by 18. Mooney down the lane, kicks it out. Johnson for three is good. Riley Johnson's having a good game, but she needs to have two of them. Adolph with it on the right wing. Back to David, over to Keller. Back up top to David. Oh, her pass tipped away. The outlet pass to Mooney. And she's going to be whistled for a travel. Good defensive recovery by Keller. Not popular with the folks from Columbus. I believe the word terrible was used. You may have heard it coming through your television or computer. O'Rand will pick up her dribble, needs some help, gives it up to David. Now to Adolph. Back to David. Baseline to O'Rand, and she's fouled by Gracie Major. I believe that'll be 2 on Major. And the 4th team foul on Columbus. So next 2 minutes, they got no more fouls to give. O'Rand's first shot short. There you go, bend your knees. And the second one's good. Johnson handling it up the floor. Trying to get it down low, and they're going to get David reaching over the back of Trinity Green. Or I'm sorry, reaching over the back of Macy Allison. Mooney gets it off the inbound. Her shot no good. Rebound David. She'll put it on the floor and dribble out of trouble. Give it up to Kennedy Keller. Swinging around to Adolph. Now O'Rand. She'll pull up for a little 10-footer. Won't go. Rebound Marley Sisney. She'll kick it back out to David. O'Rand around the horn to Keller. Trojans will slow it down. 1:24 to play. Girard leading by 16. Again, a pass deflected. Ends up in the hands of Keller. Her shot rolls in. 4 points for Keller. Trojans by 18. Wasn't pretty, but it worked. Johnson cross court to Harmon. Her shot no good. Rebound and put back no good for Trinity Green. And then it's out of bounds. Last touch by Columbus.
Seminole State.
Seminole State. All right. Well, congratulations. Anybody who signs a letter of intent to go play college sports, that's something. Kennedy Keller back out to Adolph. Trojans can be a little more deliberate with it. Adolph driving, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to whistle Major with this one. That's her 3rd. And it's the 5th team foul on Columbus, and that'll send Jariah Adolph to the line to shoot 2. Adolph misses the first. Second shot is good. Mooney handling up the floor for Columbus, being guarded by O'Rand. Back over to Major, shot on the way, short of the mark, rebound O'Rand. Getting it ahead to Keller. Keller's gonna slow it down. Half-court trap, now Keller will dribble out of it. Cross court to Kaylee David, back up top to O'Rand. Trojans don't need to take another shot. Just need to not turn it over 8 times, and they'll be good to go. David will hold it and let the clock run out. And that's going to do it. The Trojans win it by 19, 69-50 over the Columbus Titans. Trojans improve to 10-5 on the season. Columbus falls to 7-9. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Farmers Bank post-game show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Welcome back to a Rockin' Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojan girls come out on top tonight, 69-50 over the Columbus Titans. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. First for the Columbus Titans, they're led in scoring by Briley Johnson. She had 18. Gracie Major finished with 16. Katie Mooney had 8. Ava Harmon 6. And then Macy Allison and Katie Simpson with a bucket each to round out the scoring for Columbus. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Maddie Kester. Finished the game with 21 points. Next up, Riley Brooks and Jariah Adolph added 8 points each. So many made it into the scoring column, it's sort of confusing. Carson O'Rand had 6, Kaylee David with 5. Peyton Brooks, Bailey Bradshaw, Erica Boatman, and Kennedy Keller had 4 points each. Hayden Buckley added 3, and Marley Sisney had a bucket to round out the scoring for Girard. Right now, let's bring in head coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. And coach, a good confidence-building win over a possible sub-state opponent in Columbus, and your girls really look focused from the get-go tonight.
Yeah, we're locked in, and we've played that tough schedule. We've talked about it before, and I really like where we're at. Obviously you want to win every basketball game, but I feel like we competed in every game, and this week is a big week. Next week's a big week. Sub-state pairings and everything going on, and sub-state wise, there's a lot of possible movement and stuff like that. Really, 1 through 6, there's a lot of really good teams. There really no easy outs 1 through 6. So having a 1 or 2 seed is kind of a vital, important thing to get, to get that first round game. And not that that's a gimme at any time, especially when it's one and done. But it's going to be an unbelievable, complete dogfight if you end up having to play somewhere 1 through 6 in that first round.
Well, Maddie Kester, 21 points tonight, really seemed to be looking for her offense early and found it and shot the ball, I think, better than I've seen her shoot it all season.
Yeah, she shot early well, and she's coming around. Honestly, it's about one of the better games all of us, I felt like, shot. We shot pretty efficient. We had too many turnovers, I think. We allowed too many offensive rebounds, but they shot a lot of long shots. Those long shots turned into offensive rebounds sometimes too. But overall, a fairly clean game, I thought, from both sides. I thought Columbus shot the ball well. I thought we were in their face a lot, and they still knocked some big shots down too. So pretty clean game overall. Took a good shot from them, and I thought our kids looked really good. I really like where we're at. Again, it doesn't get any easier Friday.
And we always talk about the leadership of your seniors and juniors on this team, but when I'm setting up all this crap, I get to watch a lot of JV basketball, and your younger kids, Marley Sisney, Carson Oran, Kennedy Keller, you can tell they've been playing a lot of varsity minutes because they get out there on that JV floor and they look like Michael Jordan out there.
It's slow motion for them. They're scrappy dogs. They've got a very bright future ahead of them. We're excited about them. Couldn't be more excited about them. And like tonight, to be able to get them as many minutes in a game. And Columbus was still punching until the very, very end with their starters, and they went pretty well toe-to-toe with them there at the end. So great experience, and like you say, just stuff that, for next year especially, going to really pay dividends, I think, for us.
All right, your next opponent coming up. You guys welcome in Riverton on Friday night, and kind of a scrappy team, and we've seen them once this year. What do you want your girls to focus on this time around?
Well, I think we played them 3 times last year, and we played them this year. And I think we beat them by 4 the first time this year, and I think that was the biggest margin of victory in the last 4 games we played them. So that tells you how tight it is. That's the type of game we expect. We're excited to be at home for that game. I feel like we shoot better at home, overall play better at home. So it's good to be able to play that game here, in Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. But I expect to see a really, really good Riverton team, motivated, led by seniors, and we're led by seniors too, though. So should be a great game, and again, there's a lot on the line.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. I hope you get a chance to enjoy it with your team, and then we'll see you Friday night for Riverton and the stretch run down to Sub-State.
Excited. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations. That's head coach Brad Herlocker. The Girard Trojans, they come out on top tonight, 69-50 over the Columbus Titans. They improve to 10-5 on the season, and everything counts down the road here as far as Sub-State seeding goes. All right. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll start talking about our boys matchup coming up, the nightcap. Trojans taking on the Columbus Titan. The Trojan boys come into the game 10-4, Columbus 4-10. And a couple teams moving in different directions this time of year, but they could end up seeing each other at Sub-State. And again, Trojans in a dogfight for that first seed in the Caney Sub-State. So an interesting matchup here coming up tonight in the nightcap. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, getting set for the boys matchup tonight between the Girard Trojans and the Columbus Fighting Titans. Josh Lettner alongside me, Jess Murphy. And Jess, Columbus, these kind of teams moving in different directions here tonight. Trojans come in 10-4, Columbus 4-10. Their last game last Friday night, they lost 67-38 at Coffeyville. They've lost 8 of their last 10. And they've lost their last 5 in a row, so they're really trying to get things turned around here tonight. But this is a tough place to do that and a tough team to do it against. The Trojan boys coming off a 61-38 win against Anderson County on Friday night, and they are playing pretty well right now. Columbus led by Jace Midget, who averages 10 points per game, as does Cole Youngblood. Cole also averages 9 rebounds a game, and he's 50% from the floor. Not a good three-point shooting team. Their best three-point shooter is Huck Hallam, and he averages just 33% from beyond the arc. So you got to think Columbus is looking for that mid-range game and to get the ball down low to Youngblood. And Trojans' big men again going to be tested a little bit tonight. Sorry, Jess, here.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, and Scott Moore showed such good improvement from week 1 till now, and Colton Dressler's always a force to be had underneath that basket. And then, of course, we had young Cam Smith shoot the lights out here last Friday night, and of course we haven't even gotten to Aiden Torkey, Ethan Brooks yet. So as long as the boys play together, share the ball, move without the ball, I think we'll be able to stunt Columbus and come out of here.
And, you know, for the Trojans, again, it seems every game this season, so much depends on how they start, how they begin the game. So there's no bus to get off. So hopefully they'll be able to get it going early.
They have seemed to play a little bit better here in Ted R. Taylor.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride or the trip to Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV. It's right for them and their family. Check them out at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 south of Pittsburgh, or check out their online showroom at evansmotors.net. All right. How about all that, Jess?
That was good.
Yeah.
Good timing, too.
Yeah, how about that? Okay, let's go ahead and, we got time for a break? I don't think we do. I don't think we got time for a break. We got 1:48, so we might as well start talking starting lineups, man.
All right, so for Columbus here, they're going to run out their junior number 1, Jace Midget, sophomore number 11, Jet Tanner, senior number 12, Cole Youngblood, freshman number 13, Carter Woodcock, and freshman number 30, Drake Lawrence. And for your Trojans, they're going to go pretty normal that we've seen since the break for Christmas. They're going out their senior number 1, Ethan Brooks, junior number 4, Ranson Bourne, senior number 5, Aiden Chorkey, senior number 34, Colton Dressler, and junior number 40, Scott Moore.
Those starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Getting set for the introductions of the starting lineups tonight here at Ted R. Taylor. It's a rocking environment for high school basketball. Trojan girls won the opener tonight, going away 69-50 over the Columbus girls. Trojan girls improved to 10-5 on the season. Columbus falls to 7-9. And like Coach Herlocker said, there's every game down the stretch here counts for the Lady Trojans as they're getting set for sub-state action. And that seeding at the top of that bracket is super important because there is a big drop-off between the 5 and 6 seeds and the 7 and 8 seeds as far as competition goes in that Caney sub-state. So Girard would definitely like to be in the driver's seat heading into that tournament. Same with the boys. And there's a kind of a log jam in those first 3 spots at the top of that bracket on the boys' side as well.
Right, and of course, everybody that finishes in the top 4 gets a first-round home game.
That's right. And you definitely like to get one here at Ted R. Taylor. The Trojans, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they got a pretty good shot of ending up in those top 4 teams. But even when it heads down to Caney, the higher seed you can get, the better, because you're going to have the easier road through that sub-state.
And everybody knows we like the easy road.
Yeah, that's right.
Little size difference between those 2 starters.
Yeah. Yeah. Trojans this season haven't always had the size advantage. They definitely do tonight.
Yep.
And that also means that you're going to have to be disciplined if you're one of the bigs for the Trojans. Don't leave your feet for a ball fake. Don't bite on any of the junk. Just keep your position and wait for the play to come to you. So we're set to get underway, ready for the opening tip, brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Scott Moore set to tip it off against Cole Youngblood. And we're rolling. Trojans control the tip. Ransom Bourne comes away with it, gives it up to Aiden Troike, and the Trojans have it on the offensive end. Dressler with it way outside the right wing, down low to Scott Moore. Hits Dressler cutting into the lane, and he's fouled on the floor. And they're going to whistle Carter Woodcock with this one. That's his first team foul, and a huge size disadvantage for Woodcock down there in the lane. He gives up about a foot to Dressler. Inbound pass to Brooks. Bourne into the corner to Troike. Down low to Scott Moore, who handles the pass just barely. And then Woodcock's going to pick up his second just like that as he tripped up Ranson Bourne, driving down the lane. And Bourne kind of addressing Charlie Horse there as he gets in position for the inbound. And Woodcock will take a seat. Into the game is Cooper Says. Troike's shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Lawrence, and Columbus with it on the offensive ends. They rush it down the floor. This is Youngblood with it. Kicks it back out. Now, Jace Midget. His shot blocked by Dressler as he was just kind of falling a little bit out of control. And Troike into traffic, kicks it back out. Dressler for three is good. And it's kind of discouraging when a big guy from the other team makes a three-point bucket. So now you know you got to defend the entire floor. Midget gives it up in the corner to Lawrence. Now this is Tanner. His shot no good, and they're going to get an offensive foul against Columbus. They'll whistle that one on Drake Lawrence. That's his first third-team foul against Columbus. Did you see that one, Jess?
Yeah, kind of a moving screen.
Dressler again left alone at the three-point line. This time he'll pass it off to Brooks. Back to Troike. He thought about it. Cross court to Bourne. Into the lane. Dumps it to Dressler. Nice look to find Scott Moore. A lot of contact. Moore wants a foul. Didn't get it. Rebound comes down to Youngblood. And here comes Columbus. Youngblood will give it up to Tanner. Now this is Lawrence with it. Over to Midget, being guarded by Ethan Brooks. He's going to have a hard time getting his offense going if Ethan's on top of his defensive game. They whistle that foul on Troike, and I don't know, Aiden.
Yeah.
Just because they fall down doesn't mean it's a foul. Midget will inbound for Columbus. He'll get it into Tanner, and gets it back. Back to Lawrence. Troike guarding him. Now he'll give it up to Tanner with Ranson Bourne guarding him. Trojans in a man-to-man defense. Youngblood in the lane, tries to put it on the floor, loses it, and then throws the loose ball off of the hip of Scott Moore, and it will stay with Columbus.
Scott maybe needed to try to grab that, so just let it go out of bounds.
I think he was just trying not to get hit in the lower abdominal region with it. Youngblood with it way out past the three-point line. He'll kick it over to Lawrence. Back to Youngblood in the lane. He draws a double team. His pass tipped back out to Lawrence. Another tipped pass, and they're going to whistle a foul against the Trojans. Well, we can tell this game's going to be officiated very differently than the first game tonight.
And thank goodness.
That pass tipped out of bounds. Bourne got a hand on it, and it will stay with Columbus. Get it into Lawrence in the corner. Picks up his dribble down to Youngblood, working against Scott Moore, and he's able to get it in. First bucket of the night for Youngblood. Columbus on the board. Trojans lead it by one. Bourne steps back into a three, no good. Rebound tipped around. Youngblood comes away with it, but then steps on the end line, and it'll be Trojan ball. Aiden Troike will inbound for Girard. Gets it into Ethan Brooks. Back up top to Bourne. Back to Troike at the elbow. Good look to find Scott Moore. And it's off the glass and good for Scott. Trojans back up by 3. 5 minutes to play first quarter. Jace Midget walks it up the floor. Beats Brooks off the dribble, and Brooks just steals the ball away from him. Oh, missed the dunk. Colton Dressler comes up the rebound, misses the layup. Now who are they whistling for a foul here? They're going to get Dressler for the foul, even though he had the ball. And wow, he's maybe a situation where you don't want Ethan Brooks to go for the dunk in traffic like that. Just go for the layup. And it's Columbus ball.
Yeah, foul is on Dressler. It's got to be Columbus's ball.
Yeah. So Midget will handle it for Columbus. Trojans drop back into a half-court defense. Ben Cullen into the game tonight for the first time. Picks up Midget. Cullen, kind of a defensive specialist for Coach Westcott. As Tanner in trouble, gives it back up to Midget, ends up in the hands of Youngblood, drives baseline, now back out to Midget with Cullen pestering him. Now back outside to Huck Hallam. Ends up in the hands of Lawrence, has it poked away, and they're going to whistle a foul. They're going to get Ben Cullen with that one. That's his first. Fourth team foul on the Trojans, though, and there's 4:11 left here in the first quarter. And they only lead by 3, so Trojans need to try not to foul here for the next 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Tanner with it, back up top to Hallam. Midget gets the play from Coach Reza. Hallam with it to the elbow, back out. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Scott Moore. Ahead to Cullen. Oh, and he's past the corner, picked off by Midget. And Ben would have been better off just to go up with that. Layup, no good. Rebound, Scott Moore. Cam Smith in the game, passes ahead to Ranson Bourne. Back to Smith. Open for 3, he'll take it short of the mark. He was a little bit too far off. And Tanner gives it up to Lawrence. They'll swing it around to Hallam. Down low to Youngblood. And he's fouled by, they're going to whistle him for a walk. It really wasn't much of a pivot. It was more of a walk.
But just like you talked about, the boys stay home, don't go up.
Don't bite on the ball fake. Smith ahead to Cullen. Smith picks up his dribble, gives it up to Bourne, back over to Troike in front of the Columbus bench. Troike spinning, and he's going to pick up an offensive foul for driving the shoulder into Jace Midget. Just trying to do too much by himself right there was Aiden Troike, and he picks up his second foul. Aiden will sit, and Ethan Brooks back into the game for Girard. So Brooks and Troike have had their opportunity to try and do too much. And they've each had an opportunity to sit here early. Hallam with it, being guarded by Cullen. Get it around to Midget. Down low to Tanner. His shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Cam Smith, and a good job getting up there to snatch that one by Cam Smith. Now Bourne with it in the corner, kicks it out to Smith for 3, back to Bourne. He'll pull the trigger on a 3, off the mark. Rebound, Scott Moore, and they cannot call a foul on the multiple grabs on Scott Moore there, and Columbus comes away with it. I don't get that, Jess. They've called every little touch so far, and that's not a foul. Youngblood working down low, and that's a foul. And they whistle Scott Moore with it. If I'm Scott, I'm pretty frustrated after that exchange. That's his first 15 foul, and the Trojans can send Youngblood to the line to shoot a pair. Thank goodness for the mute button, eh, buddy?
Yeah.
Drake Lawrence will sit. Cooper Size back in the game for Columbus. Youngblood hits the first and misses the second. He's got all 3 points for Columbus tonight. Cullen with it. Outside being guarded by Youngblood. Cross court to Bourne. Back up top to Cam Smith. Now Cullen with it. Trojans. Bourne thought about a 3. Steps inside the line. His shot off the mark. And Cullen outduels Youngblood for the rebound. Finds Bourne. And he's going to be whistled for a travel even though Youngblood touched the ball. I'll take that first crew we had, Jess. Lawrence with it. Gives it up to Midget. Gets away with an elbow in the chest of Ethan Brooks. Back to Lawrence. Down low to Youngblood. 3 steps in the lane, and they call the travel. That's 2 turnovers early on Youngblood, who need to have a discussion about what a pivot foot is. Brooks up top to Smith. Around to Bourne. Now Cullen with it in the corner. Back up top to Bourne. Smith with it again. Back over to Bourne. In Columbus, Trojans haven't made an outside shot except for Dressler early on. So Columbus can kind of collapse down in the lane. Bourne will take another 3, again off the mark. Rebound comes down to Midget. And Cullen racing to catch up with him. Midget's shot from the baseline, no good. Right in the hands of Cam Smith. Here comes Girard. This is not a pretty game here early in this first quarter. And there's a blocking foul going to be called against Huck Hallam, and it could have gone either way. Cullen was pretty much out of control going into that one. Siler Salmons into the game, replacing Ranson Bourne. Get it into Cam Smith, back over to Salmons. From the elbow, Brooks short of the mark. Lawrence with it, loses his dribble, will give it up to Youngblood. Working against Scott Moore. Youngblood down the lane. And his shot no good. Rebound Siler Salmons. He'll hoist one at the buzzer, way short of the mark, and that'll do it. And our score at the end of the first quarter is 5-3.
Stay tuned. More
You're
to
watching
come.
Trojan basketball. Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor, 5-3, top of the second. Columbus will have the ball to start the quarter. Chase Midget being guarded by Ethan Brooks. Trojans sticking with a man-to-man defense. Midget down the lane, kicks it out to Cooper Size. Now Midget with it again. This is Lawrence. Hallam gives it up to Youngblood, top of the key. Back to Lawrence, thought about it. Now Hallam throw it off the leg of Dressler, and Colton corrals the ball. Cross court to Troike, back up top to Bourne, back to Dressler, down low to Moore, draws a double team. Dressler will take a 3 from the wing and hits. 6 points for Colton Dressler. As Ethan Brooks, one-man press. He'll back off. Youngblood with it out the three-point line. That's where you'd like him to have it. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it in the corner to Lawrence. Now gets it back on the blocks. Has to give it up. And the streaking Size gets the first bucket of the night. Trojans lead it by 3. Brooks back over to Troike. He'll raise up for a 3, short of the mark. Rebound tracked down by Ransomborn back to Troike. Aiden steps through into the lane. Nice bounce pass to find Scott Moore. His shot blocked. And then there's going to be a foul against Hallam, who had a hold of one of his arms. That's 2 on Hallam. First team foul on Columbus in the second. First one off the mark for Moore. Got to bend those knees, Jess. Bend those knees. There he goes. Second one's good. 3 points for Moore. Trojans by 4. Jet Tanner handling up the floor for Columbus. He'll give it up to Midget. Ethan Brooks has been in his back pocket all night. Back to Youngblood trying to get into the lane on Moore. He'll have to kick it out. Now here comes Size into the corner to Youngblood. He tries to go baseline on Moore. Now spinning, stepping through, and they're going to whistle a blocking foul on Scott Moore. That's 2 on Moore. First team foul on the Trojans in the quarter. Subs into the game. Cam Smith and Ben Cullen replace Rancid Bourne and Scott Moore.
Said he was shooting.
He never shot.
Because he got blocked.
Uh-huh. First shot is good for Youngblood. Creative officiating. Second shot is good. Cuts the lead to 2. Cam Smith for 3. Off the mark. And the rebound's going to come down to Youngblood. Columbus back the other way. Ahead. A shot no good by Tanner. He had everybody beat down the floor. Troike gets tackled from behind. No call. And here comes Midget. And his shot no good. Cam Smith with the rebound ahead to Ethan Brooks. Brooks trying to lob it to Aiden Troike and hits the rim, and now Columbus with the ball. Signs in the baseline trying to kick it out to Midget. Pass goes out of bounds. The official's going to give it to Girard. And Troike a little limpy. Brooks with it. To Cam Smith on the wing. Down low to Troike in the corner. Back out to Smith. Over to Dressler. He'll try a 3 from the wing. Short of the mark. Rebound Cullen. Gets it back to Dressler. Streaking to the bucket. His shot no good. Troike with the follow and the foul. And he gets continuation. Trojans. That's what you need to do, Jess. Just keep crashing to the rim, especially against a smaller team. And eventually good things are going to happen. And Troike gets the bucket and the foul. It'll set Size on the bench. That's 2 on Drake Lawrence. As Troike hits the free throw, he's got 3 points. Trojans by 5. And they're going to get Ethan Brooks reaching in against Midget, and that's not a very good foul for Ethan. That's his first, second team foul. Midget gets it over to Tanner on the wing. Troike guarding him. He'll put it on the floor. Gives it up to Youngblood on the wing. Working against Dressler, spinning. And are they going to whistle Dressler with that foul? Oh, yeah, they are. All right. Coach Westcott's exercising a lot of self-control, Jess. He's like doing his breathing exercises over there. Well, Youngblood missed the first. I think he's pretty subdued tonight. Youngblood hits a second. Brooks on the wing, give it up top to Troike. Around to Bourne in the corner to Cullen. Troike down the lane, gives it up to Cullen off the glass. It's good. First bucket for Cullen. Gives the Trojans a 6-point lead. Four minutes to play, first half. Hallam, his pass went off the foot of a Trojan player, so they're going to give it back to Columbus. Midget inbound, over the top to Tanner. Back to Midget. Now Lawrence, Tanner, cross court to Midget. His pass deflected by Cullen. Trojans have switched to a 2-3 defense zone. Youngblood in the middle, kicks it out. They'll swing it around. Lawrence for three. Off the mark, rebound Ethan Brooks. Brooks is going to handle it up the floor, gives it to Troike. Driving through the lane, stepping through, has it poked away. And they're going to say last touch by Troike.
No way.
Ooh. This officiating crew made up of Cherokee County commissioners. Midget, Tanner, back to Midget. Back to Tanner, back to Midget. Now Lawrence with it. Tanner with it, being guarded by Brooks. Tries to get it down low to Hallam. Shot up, no good. Rebound Brooks. Here comes Ethan stepping through. And they're going to whistle him for a travel.
There's 5 white jerseys on that floor.
Midget will give it up to Tanner. Well, they weren't on that end of the floor, Jess. Youngblood with it in the lane, kicks it out. Shot on the way from Tanner, off the mark, rebound Troike. Ethan will handle it up the floor for Girard, kicks it in the corner to Cullen, gets it back on the wing, up top to Bourne. Now Brooks with it on the left wing. Back to Troike, trying to find Scott Moore, and throws it out of bounds. Midget will walk it up the floor for Columbus. Boy, if you're Columbus, this is about as well as this first half could have gone. Only trailing by 6. Haven't made a jumper all night. But you've got the Trojans somehow out of sorts. You and the guys in stripes have the Trojans out of sorts. Lawrence with it, up top to Midget. Back around to Tanner, back to Youngblood, almost had it poked away. Now Lawrence for three. I could almost tell you that was going to happen. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Back up top for Bourne, thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Now Troike with it, trying to get it down low to Moore on the baseline. Back over to Bourne, he'll try the three and hits. Pushes the lead back to 6, a minute to play first half. Midget with it, swings it around to Lawrence. Back to Youngblood at the free throw line. He walked with it. There we go.
Thank you.
I thought we were getting a foul there for a second. 45 seconds. Trojans with it, leading by 6 in what has been an ugly first half for both teams. Cullen with it. Dribbles to the elbow, now looking for help, gives it up to Troike. Dribbles into the lane, back out to Bourne, had a little trouble with the pass, now he'll back it out. Back to Ethan Brooks, and the Trojans can hold for last shot as we're under 20 seconds to play first half. Troike with it as Coach Westcott calling in the play. Bourne gets it over to Brooks in the corner to Cullen. On the wing to Troike, being guarded by Midget. Working off a screen, off the back of the iron, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Trojans lead it by 6. It's not pretty. 17-11 at the half. And what was a 5-3 game at the end of the first quarter. And this game ain't going to win any beauty pageants, but the Trojans lead it at the half. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan Athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. At the half, the Trojans lead at 17-11 over Columbus on what was an ugly first half. Neither team really in sync, and only a few outside shots made, lots of turnovers, lots of fouls, and Basketball?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's take a look at some of those. That eye on the game brought to you by Girard Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, which we don't want to do, Girard Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Girard Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help the valued customers. Learn more at GirardEyeCare.com. All right, let's take a look at some of these halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling. Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-8542. First for the Columbus Titans. They're led in scoring by Cole Youngblood. He's got 6. Drake Lawrence has 3 on 1 shot from beyond the arc. And Cooper Sines has 2. And that's it. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Colton Dressler. He's got 6 points, all those coming in that explosive first quarter. Next up, Ranson Bourne, Aiden Troike, and Scott Moore have 3 points each. And Ben Cullen had a bucket in the second quarter to round out the scoring for Girard. Student section's waving at us. Hey, guys. Woo!
I didn't know if you could count that high, so I got busy with the camera.
Yeah. We do want to let you know that our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. This seems like a great time for a break. Trojans lead it 17-11. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball
at the half.
You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Girard Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Girard Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at GirardMedicalCenter.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to a rockin' Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Hey, at least the band came to play, Jess.
Yeah.
At the half, Trojans lead it 17-11. For reference, the Trojan girls scored 69 points tonight, and the Columbus girls scored 50. I think first one to 40 wins this game.
Oh, yeah, I agree if we can get to 40.
Oh, my goodness. If you're a pure fan of the game of basketball, well, you've already tuned out.
Yeah, don't watch this one.
But for the rest of you basketball masochists, we're ready for the second half of action here from Ted R. Taylor. And it ain't been pretty. The Trojans lead it by 6. Trojan girls won the opener tonight, 69-50. And a lot to talk about at halftime, I'd imagine.
I would imagine there was...
You think there was a PowerPoint?
It was either eerily silent in there or there was a lot of
screaming.
Yeah, a lot of screaming. I don't think there was any in between.
Like a Eureka Springs passion play sort of thing going on in there.
Yeah. I mean,
my goodness.
You was either... Because sometimes you just, as a coach, you're like, okay, boys, fix it.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Bad is bad. Trojans have the ball to start the third quarter. Troiki with it on the wing. Scott Moore, his pass inside deflected. And it's Columbus ball. So it started just like we ended. And Midget will walk it up the floor for Columbus. And a lot of folks in this building rooting for the clock right now. Midget gives it up to Woodcock. Back to Midget. Working off the screen from Youngblood. Picks up his dribble. Now over to Tanner, being guarded by Dressler. And he just keeps backing up. Now he'll give it up to Carter Woodcock. Into the corner to Lawrence. Down low to Youngblood of the lane. Back out for Tanner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around. Scott Moore comes away with it. Outlet to Troiki. He's off and running, working on Midget. Off the glass, no good. And Youngblood with the rebound for Columbus. He'll get it ahead to Midget. Across the timeline. Into the corner to Tanner. Back out top to Midget. Lawrence back to Youngblood. His pass tipped away. And the Trojans get it on the turnover. So both teams trading turnovers here to start this third quarter. Bourne gives it up to Troiki on the wing. Elevates in the free throw line and hits. 5 points for Troiki. Trojans by 8. And at this rate, that might be an insurmountable lead, Jess. Midget handling into Youngblood. It's poked away, but tracked down by Lawrence. Tanner back into Youngblood. Dressler getting in there to try and rip it loose. Over shot on the way off the top of the backboard. Rebound comes down to Troiki. Somebody needs to clean off that ball. Dressler will pull trigger on a three, and it's good. 9 points for Dressler. Trojans by 11. Timeout on the floor. As Coach Walter Reza wants to talk it over with his team. Is that a full?
Nope,
See?
they're still
30
standing,
seconds.
so.
Let's stay here and talk more about this, Jess.
Well, they look a little better coming out of half.
Congratulations on that grandson, buddy.
We got a new grandbaby.
Yeah. Wow.
Connor Murphy Mix.
Oh, it's good. It's a good Irish name for the lad.
I told him they needed to put an O in there somewhere, whether it be O'Connor, O Murphy,
or a Mick.
Yeah.
Mick Murphy. Connor Mick. Yeah. I don't know. Is that racist?
I don't think so.
No. When you're talking about your own race, it can't be racist, right?
I don't think so.
Because I'm a bit of a Mick myself, so.
Well,
partially. I'm an American. We're mutts, right?
But somewhere in my line, there was a Murphy that married a McElwain. So,
double dip.
Yeah, I'm pretty Irish.
You're Celtic till the cows come home. That pass tipped away, stolen by Ethan Brooks. The head to Ransom Bourne, can't handle the pass. And that transition, he turns it over. And here comes Carter Woodcock back the other way. He'll give it up to Midget, drives baseline on Dressler. And Colton's going to be whistled for a foul, even though Midget gave him a little chicken wing coming in there.
I think that's 4. Yeah, I think that's 4 on Colton.
Dressler. And he just starts heading towards the Trojan bench. And, man, this game's a stinker. Midget hits the first free throw. That's his first point of the night. He's the leading scorer for Columbus, and he's got a whopping 1 point. Trying to make it 2 right here. At least both teams are struggling. He misses the second. Brooks with the rebound. Kind of directing traffic as he comes down the floor. Now he'll kick it around to Cullen, back to Cam Smith. He'll put the trigger on a long 3 off the mark. And Cam has not had the range tonight. That one almost thrown away. Now Tanner with it. Back in the corner to Woodcock. His pass tipped away and stolen by Troike, ahead to Cam Smith, and he's fouled. Going for the layup, and I think they might get Midget with this one. Yep, and that's Midget's first personal. First team foul on Columbus. I'll put Cam Smith at the line for the first time tonight. That one's off the mark. Just having trouble finding the range tonight. And he had a real good shooting performance against Anderson County. And he hits a second. 1 point for Smith. Trojans by 11. Midget will walk it up the floor, gets the play in from the coach. Now over to Hallam. Tanner back out to Woodcock, way off the mark. Brooks ahead to Cullen, being guarded by Woodcock. Back out to Cam Smith. He'll try another 3, in and out. Rebound Youngblood. Oh, there's some spilled popcorn in front of the Trojan student section.
Uh-oh.
That's why we can't have nice things, kids.
Uh-oh, somebody's going to get in trouble.
If you can't handle food and drink. It's part of that home court advantage you get here, where you cut off a fast break opportunity by spilling popcorn out on the floor. Fortunately, the Trojans not charged a technical foul.
Yet.
Mr. David over there to help clean it up. With somebody's placard on a stick. Use what you got, Jess.
It's a double dribble.
Double dribbled with it. No call. Down low to Youngblood. Reverse layup is good. And they're going to whistle this foul on Ethan Brooks. That's his second. Youngblood hits the free throw. He's got 9 points. He's the leading scorer in the game. Brooks out to Troike, Troike to Bourne, now back to Troike, over to Bourne. Back to Troike as he tries to set the offense here. Trojans just have not had any sort of rhythm offensively tonight as Troike's cut off on the baseline. Cross court to Bourne, back up top to Cullen. Down low to Moore in the lane, and they're going to get a blocking foul against Hallam. Columbus fans super not happy about that, but I guess as long as everybody's upset about the officiating, as long as you're equally bad, it's all good. That's a third on Hallam, second team foul on Columbus. Troike will inbound from the right baseline, or maybe from the left baseline. Now the left baseline. Gets it into Moore on the corner. Up top to Bourne. Now to Cullen on the wing. Back to Bourne. Troike will handle into the lane. Nice look to find Scott Moore off the glass and good. 5 points for Moore. Trojans by 10.
All night, Josh. They could do that all night long.
Every time. And another foul, a touch foul outside. They're going to whistle that one on Troike. That's his third. Trojans really battled the foul trouble tonight, and they're like nonsensical touch fouls. Midget lowers his shoulder, has it poked away. Scott Moore comes away with it for Girard. Ahead to Troike, being guarded by Midget, and they're going to get a blocking foul on Midget. There's no way he was set. He wants a push-off on Troike.
50-50 call there. Troike's elbow
Troike
was
did
up.
have his elbow up, but Midget was all into him and running full speed. That's 2 on Midget. Nope, only Hallam has 3 fouls for Columbus. Trojans have 2 guys with 3 fouls, Troike and Dressler. And Midget.
Dressler might have 4.
Tying his shoes, so we're going to have a second halftime here while he does that.
Yeah, he got knocked plumb out of his shoes.
Like the kid on Stand By Me. Bourne with it, way outside. Cullen with it even further outside. Now to Troike in the corner. He'll drive baseline, reverse layup blocked, but Moore is right there. Can't make the gimme layup, and Youngblood comes down with the rebound. Tanner with it, looking down low. Woodcock in the corner. They need to trap him, and they do. Cullen ties him up. It's a held ball, and they're going to call a travel on Woodcock. And that'll give it back to the Trojans. Good trap there defensively as he was in the corner and couldn't get out. If you count both baseline and sideline, there were 4 defenders on him there. Cullen with it on the wing, back out to Ethan Brooks. Bourne, Cullen into the corner to Troike. Cross court to Bourne, that pass deflected by Drake Lawrence, and just a whole lot of cross court passes tonight for the Trojans. .216 left to play here in the third. Girard by 10. Brooks down the lane, kicks out to Cullen. Now Bourne left open for 3, way off the mark. Youngblood comes away with it for Columbus. Kicks it out to Woodcock, open for 3. He's off the mark. Lawrence with the rebound. Tipped around, they get it down to Youngblood. Back out to Woodcock. Now to Midget, he'll launch a 3. In and out, rebound Scott Moore. Whew. Certainly had their chances that time down the floor. The Trojans able to dodge a bullet. Troike thought about a 3, puts it on the floor. He'll elevate for a 15-footer, and he's fouled by Midget. That's 3 on Midget. Sends Troike to the line for the first time tonight. Nope. He's 1 for 1. He completed a 3-point play in the second quarter. I've just been trying to forget about that first half, Jess.
I don't blame you.
Troike makes it first. He's got 6. Trying to make it 7 right here. In and out. Trojans still leading by 11. Midget with it. Down low to Youngblood. Kicks it out. For 3, no good is Tanner. Trojans quickly down the floor. Here comes Troike. A lot of contact, no call, but Scott Moore, as the trailer, cleans it up. 7 points for Scott Moore. There's a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Well, you can see glimpses of it from the Trojans. But they're few and far between, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we talk about it from time to time how sometimes this team struggles to get going. And tonight, we're midway through the third period. They still haven't got it going.
Not to take anything away from Columbus, but I think, man, if they're playing just about any other team, you're in big trouble.
Well,
tonight.
we're down double digits for sure. But you know, maybe that's been Columbus's game plan. Just muddy it up, dirty it up.
Defense.
Yeah.
And Youngblood's a good presence under the boards. Nice looking player. You know, if they had some more weapons, he'd probably be a lot better off because everything wouldn't have to run through him. And he could kind of live like Scott Moore, where you're just kind of go with the flow of the game and let it come to you.
But the shot selection for the Trojans today just hasn't been the best.
No, and a lot of hero ball, as Coach Westcott would call it. Into the corner to Woodcock, picked up his dribble, gets it to Youngblood at the elbow, and he's going to go to work on Moore. Now back out to Woodcock, shot on the way, off the mark, right to Scott Moore. He'll pass it ahead to Cullen. Over to Bourne at the free throw line, back out to Ethan Brooks. Now Cam Smith with it.
Oh, they're going to get Ethan Brooks with a moving screen.
That's 3 on Brooks, if you believe in that sort of thing. 4th team foul on the Trojans. So for those of you out there who don't know, officiating in the state of Kansas is a paid gig. So if you're looking for a job,
and they need help,
boy howdy,
they're short officials.
Tanner with it. This is Size to Youngblood of the lane, and there's going to be a foul called somewhere, and it's going to go against Siler Salmons for the Trojans, and that's his first. 4th team foul on the Trojans.
5th. Puts them to the line.
Oh, for the next 30 seconds. Youngblood off the back iron, no good. And short of the mark. Cullen tracks down the loose ball. Won't call it a rebound. Salmons left all alone out at the three-point line. Like a good underclassman, no interest in shooting the 3. Back up top to Scott Moore. And Bourne with it now. As Columbus trying to pick up the intensity here in the last 10 seconds. Bourne has it poked away. Woodcock launches one at the buzzer. Ooh, barely missed it. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Trojans lead it 28-15 after 3. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Well, Jess, whatever the Trojans served in the cafeteria for lunch today, they need to take it off the menu.
For game day, for sure.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was like Salisbury steak or something. This is a Salisbury steak kind of game.
Whew. If they do, if it was, wonder if they have any leftovers.
Hey, I have a Salisbury steak kind of game call every night, but I'm not one to pass up something dipped in gravy. Midget with the ball coming out of the timeout, poked away. He'll get it back. Lucky Dressler didn't pick up a foul there off the glass. No good. Troike with the rebound. No need to rush for the Trojans. Just throws it away into the hands of Midget. And here he comes. And that's an offensive foul against Midget. Troike got him. Nice defense by Aiden Troike in transition to sense that Midget was going to the bucket. Midget and the Columbus coaches need to be careful not to pick up a technical foul.
Had one official with a block and one with an offensive.
And the offensive foul won out because he was in position to make the call, and Johnny Block out here was not.
And he doesn't have to come talk to the coach.
No, he does not. Let's say I saw the charge like everybody else in the gym. And I had position. That's my call. I could read his lips. And if I have his headset on, I could probably hear him. Trojan ball. That's 4 on Midget. Moore in the corner, up top to Dressler. Trojans don't look very sure with the ball in their hands right now. Dressler trying to get it down low to Troike. What the heck is going on? Troike in the lane, turnaround jumper, no good. Midget comes away with it. And so after the offensive foul, the Trojans respond with the ugliest looking possession of the night. And Youngblood's there for the rebound and the putback for Columbus. Gosh. Dressler pull trigger on a 3, why not? Rebound Moore. And they're going to whistle Scott Moore with the foul on the rebound. He had the ball.
Yeah, it's not a foul if you can out-jump him.
Coach Westcott's just like calling a timeout. You got to be kidding me. That's 3 on Moore.
30-second timeout.
And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here.
No, he wants a full timeout.
Oh, okay. Yep. We'll get out of here. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans leading it by 11. Well, it's not a basketball clinic or an officiating clinic going on tonight, that's for sure. And fortunately, just 6:50 left to play in this one. Youngblood with it, has it poked away. Dressler ends up with it for the Trojans, ahead to Brooks, off the glass and good. Youngblood will handle it up the floor for Columbus. He'll give it up to Midget. Over to Woodcock, back out to Midget. Now Lawrence with it. His pass poked away. Dressler comes away with it. Dribbling, weaving his way down the floor, gives it up to Troike. And back to Ethan Brooks. Back up top to Dressler. They'll set it up. Bourne will hoist the 3 and hits. 6 points for Ranson Bourne. And Lawrence's pass tipped out of bounds by Troike into the Trojan student section. Lawrence will sit down, and Hallam checks back into the game for Columbus. Jet Tanner with it off the inbound. Gets it to Youngblood at the elbow. He'll put it on the floor, heads right into the chest of Scott Moore. Troike wanted to travel, didn't get it, but Moore comes away with the rebound. Into the corner to Bourne. He'll drive baseline, kicks it back out to Troike. He'll take a 3. Off the mark, doesn't follow his shot. Rebound comes down to Hallam. Troike fortunate not to get a reach there as Midget weaves through the Trojan defense. Nobody wanted to try and touch him, and he'll get the bucket. And there's a timeout on the floor as Coach Reza wants to talk it over with his team. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. This is a frustrating game. I can't imagine coaching this, Jess. These guys are going to need a couple drinks of Pepto-Bismol by the end of the night, I think. It's tough just to call it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how Coach Westcott does it.
I'll be interested to.
Yeah.
But I've known Rod Westcott for many years. He'll be an ultimate professional when he gets up here.
He'll be like a.
He'll need to do better.
He'll be like the ambassador to China or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll handle it very diplomatically. But
what he tells me in the hallway.
Holy crap!
When we got everything unplugged, might be totally different.
Yeah,
but
no doubt.
Here comes a press by Columbus. I guess just a one-man press, isn't it?
Ethan Brooks down the lane, dishes it to Moore, but he's not ready for it. Now gets position, and it's good. Good job by Scott Moore to
just stole it.
Collect himself, and Bourne comes away with a steal, beat me to it, and then gets run over by Midget. And that's going to be 5 on Jace Midget. And just kind of a frustration foul there, I think. And that'll do it for Jace Midget as he finishes the night with 3 points. He averages over 10 for the season, but Trojans done a good job on him tonight as he exits the game with 5 fouls. Moore with it up top. Around to Dressler. Cross court over to Scott Moore. Steps through, has it blocked by Youngblood. Good defense by Youngblood that time, as he was guarding Dressler and then recovered back to the basket to block that shot from Scott Moore. 4.5 minutes to play. Trojans by 16. Lawrence with it to Youngblood at the free throw line, kicks it out. Woodcock, 3 on the way, off the back iron. Rebound, Ethan Brooks. And the Trojans can afford to slow down a little bit. Bourne with it in the corner. Back up top to Dressler. Back to Bourne. Thought about it, now kicks it over to Troike. He'll put it on the floor, dribble it back out. Scott Moore, top of the key. Back to Bourne in front of the Trojan bench. Now Dressler with it. On the right side. His pass deflected, but makes it to Ethan Brooks. Scott Moore's up and under. No good. Just go strong. And Columbus comes away with it into the corner to Tanner. He'll pull the trigger on a 3 off the mark. Rebound Dressler. Well, Trojans keep this up all night. Trading misses. Bourne, Dressler top of the key. Guarded by Youngblood. Gets it over to Scott Moore on the wing. Bourne in the corner. His pass kicked by Cole Youngblood. He's kind of laughing about it. And it'll stay with the Trojans. 3:15 to play. Girard by 16. Troike inbound, gets it into Ethan Brooks. Over the top to Scott Moore, and his shot off the glass is good. I thought for a second it wasn't going to go.
Me either. I catch the ball and go.
11 points for Moore. Youngblood will give it up to Lawrence in the corner to Tanner, trying to get it back down to Youngblood. He'll pull up from the elbow and hits. That's Tanner's first bucket of the night. Cuts the lead back down to 16. Back to Bourne in the corner. He'll try another 3 off the mark. Rebound to Woodcock, and he'll handle it up the floor for Columbus. Passes down low. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Dressler. And slow it down. Here we go. Dressler standing by the Trojan logo. Put it in the corner to Bourne. Back up top to Dressler. Now Bourne with it. Trying to avoid being trapped. Get it back out to Colton. Hayden Troike with it on the wing. He'll dribble into the lane. Back out to Moore. As Troike was willing to drive until Youngblood got back in the lane. Bourne back out to Ethan Brooks into the lane. Up and under is good. 4 points for Ethan Brooks. Trojans by 18. Woodcock, top of the key, kicks it over to Lawrence, to Tanner along the sideline. His shot no good. Out of bounds, they're going to say last touch by Dressler. It'll stay with Columbus. Cam Smith and Ben Cullen check into the game, replacing Scott Moore and Ethan Brooks. Youngblood trying to put it on the floor into the lane. He'll elevate for about an 8-footer, won't go. Rebound Dressler. And Colton will dribble it out of trouble. Youngblood following him up the floor. Now to Troike, kicks it out to Smith, back around to Cullen. And here comes the game of keep away. For the next minute 20, Youngblood all over Cam Smith, but he gives it up. And there's a timeout on the floor. So Siler Salmons and Levi Blair can check into the game for Girard, along with Blake Brocobb. So I'm waiting to see who the actual 5 on the floor are going to be. It looks like Smith, Cullen, Brocobb, Salmons, and Blair. They get it into Cullen. Salmons get it over to Blair on the wing. Up top to Smith. Into the corner to Cullen. Smith, Blair. Put it on the floor. Drives, misses off the backboard. Rebound, Youngblood. Under a minute to play now. Youngblood working against Cullen. And they're going to get a foul as Youngblood drove down the lane. It could get it on a couple different guys, I think. And they're going to get it on Levi Blair, they're going to get it on Ben Cullen. I would have called Blair for that one. But Ben Cullen will pick up his second. Just the second team foul. Well, they've only called 4 fouls in this fourth quarter, Jess.
And one of them was highly disputed.
Right. Ben Cullen will take a seat. And Seth Wilson into the game for Girard.
He makes that one.
Trojans leading by 17. Brocobb with it. Over to Perrin Stevens, who just checked in as well. Brocobb to Blair. Up top to Stevens. Back to Blair. Into the corner to Wilson. I don't think that's who it was intended for. Brocobb handling, gives it up to Blair. Over to Perrin Stevens. Salmons with it. And that's going to do it. The Trojans win this one. It was a stinker, but they win it 39-22.
Never got to 40.
Never got to 40. How about that? We'll take a quick break. And we'll be back with the Farmers Bank postgame show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mathis Drug continues to be the area's choice when it comes to your family's health and wellness. New ownership, but the same commitment to community you've come to expect from Mathis Drug. Now offering medication synchronization. Get all your monthly meds at the same time at the same place. Mathis Drug.
Hi, I'm Bria Scheibe, pharmacist and new owner of Mathis Drug Store. Stop in today and ask us about medication synchronization.
Mathis Drug, still locally owned and operated. Call 620-724-4313.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
15 to 10. 5, Colt McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
It's like in the net, and it'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted freshman fights forward, across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Gymnasium. Trojans win the boys game 39-22. Jess and I predicted the first team to 40 would win it, and nobody got there, but the Trojans come away with the win. The girls game, on the other hand, was a shootout by comparison. Trojan girls win that one 69-50. So they get the sweep here tonight over Columbus, and I believe they get the season sweep on both the boys and the girls side, as Trojan boys improve to 11-4, and Columbus falls to 4-11. Trojans back in action Friday night when they host the Riverton Rams, and that's always a competitive game on both sides of the ball. They'll need to, certainly the boys will need to play better against Riverton than they did here tonight against Columbus, because the execution we saw here tonight will not get it done against a Riverton team that's given the Trojans a run for their money every single time they've played over the last few years. And they'll, of course, have the home court advantage, but hope they execute a little better Friday night than they did tonight, but they're able to escape with the win, 39-22 on the boys' side here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those game totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. First for the Columbus Fighting Titans, they're led in scoring by Cole Youngblood. He played a pretty good game and finished with 12 points, but didn't get a lot of support tonight. Drake Lawrence and Jace Midget finished with 3 points each, and then Jet Turner and Cooper Size finished with a bucket each to round out the scoring for Columbus. For Girard, they're led in scoring by Scott Moore, who finished with 11 points. Colton Dressler added 9. Ranson Bourne and Aiden Troike had 6 points each. Ethan Brooks added 4. Ben Cullen had a bucket, and Cam Smith was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And that's all the scoring for the Girard Trojans. But they do improve to 11-4. A win is a win is a win is a win. And they get the win tonight. And that's all important when we're talking about that seeding at the top of the Caney Valley Sub-State, as the Trojans need every win they could get on down the road of this season heading into that Sub-State. And they get one here tonight. And here's Coach Westcott. What are you, the fire marshal? Yeah, tell us about fire hazards. This whole setup's a fire hazard. What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness. The stuff that's actually said off the air is the best part of these interviews. And then when I turn your mic on, you start behaving, then everything, gets PG-13. It's not as entertaining. All right, Coach. Well, your team, Jess and I predicted at halftime, first team to 40 was going to win this game.
Nobody got there.
Nobody got there, but you guys still got the win. But there's something to be said for being able to win ugly, and you guys got it done tonight.
Well, they muddied it up, ran a lot of junk on us all night. I think they started out in an inverted triangle on 2, which is something that we hadn't seen before, or at least not this year.
I'm not sure I even know what that is.
That's what they were in early there, and I think they were a little diamond and 1 at times, just depending on the personnel and who we had in. But, they did a good job of switching their defenses up. I thought we got some really good looks. I didn't feel like we got the ball in the paint to Scotty enough. We got to get him some more touches down inside because he's been playing well for us. And need to find him there, but I preach that, and then what we do, we come out in one pass and we try to force it to him and turn it over. So we've got to know when he's there and when he's not, and we got to get the ball moving before we can get it to him. But the kids are learning. We got to keep our heads up and keep getting better. We got a big one Friday night.
Yeah, Riverton coming in here, and every time you guys play them, it's a nip and tuck affair, both on the girls and the boys' side. And they're one of those teams that you're battling for with position, for the sub-state tournament this year. So, and they got some guys. They got some dudes on that team.
They do have some dudes. Tyreek, obviously, down inside, probably the biggest kid or tallest kid anyway we've seen this year. He's a load. We were fortunate last time we played him. We didn't play very well the first half last time, and they got up on us pretty big. We were able to scrap our way back, and we were able to hang on. I guess you guys didn't see that game down there, but
what? Yeah, we did. We were there. We saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
Lock North had a heck of a game too.
Yes, North kid's a handful, and they got some nice guards around those two. So, they're playing pretty well right now. I know they got Colgan tonight. I'm anxious to see how that one turns out. But a lot on the line, sub-state seedings and CNC standings as well. So, from here on out, everyone gets a little more important. But we just got to keep plugging along, and hopefully we can hit some shots when it matters most.
Yeah, and normally I'd say congratulations and enjoy the win. I don't know. This is more of a Pepto-Bismol sort of win.
Well, I'm gonna give our kids credit. I thought Ethan really played a good game tonight, except for trying to dunk when it's 5-2 or whatever, and throwing it off the back of the rim. Wasn't happy about that, obviously, but thought Ethan really had a nice game for us. He rebounded extremely well, defended really well, and Scott again had a really nice game inside for us. Ranson hit a couple there late. He finally got on and was able to knock a couple down. KD hit a couple earlier. We might have had a goose egg early on. Gosh, we couldn't get one to go in, but everybody contributed.
Wasn't the score at the end of the first quarter like
it's 5-2? I told her coach there, I said we may have set basketball back about 40 or 50 years there in that first quarter.
I told Jess that James Naismith was rolling over in his grave.
He'd have been proud because they'd have needed to knock the ball out of the old peach basket and just keep the clock running. But, pretty ugly first quarter, and you got to give them credit for that. Mm-hmm. They threw something at us that we thought we'd probably get junked up and didn't know for sure what it would be. I thought when we got to high-low and really looked good, we just didn't get it enough, and that's something that we've got to get a little better at.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you Friday night when you guys host Riverton.
Yep, should be fun. You guys come out and see us.
Yep, for sure. All right, that's head coach Rod Westcott. Girard Trojans win it tonight, 39-22 over the Columbus Titans, and it's a score from the 1930s perhaps. And but they come out on the winning side, so that's all that anybody's going to remember about this one. Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. We're going to take another break, come back with more of the Farmers Bank post-game show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McCann, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, and it'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley! The substituted
Forward, across the goal line, touchdown, Trojans.
At an opening on the near side, is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Croccan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Croccan employees, for making us the best.
Taylor Gymnasium one final time. Trojans get the sweep tonight. The girls, in a shootout, won it 69-50. The boys, in a time capsule from 1930, won it 39-22 over the Columbus Titans. Trojans improve to 11-4 on the season. The girls improve to 10-5. And we'll welcome in Riverton Friday night. And we've been joking ad nauseum during the breaks about it was kind of a rough boys game to watch. It was a rough one to broadcast, and Coach Westcott might have taken months off of his life having to coach that one. But the Trojans get the win. That's all anybody will remember, and that's all that matters heading into sub-state. But the Trojans will have to have a better effort Friday night if they want to get a win against a tough Riverton squad, and we'll have that one for you here on Girard Sports Live as we move closer to sub-state. And again, congratulations, Jeff Murphy, new grandson. That's something to celebrate. And of course, sad today, Toby Keith passed away. He was a guilty country music pleasure of mine. Enjoyed his stuff. He'll be missed. And Trojans come out of here with a couple of wins tonight. And we'll see you Friday night when the Trojans welcome in the Riverton Rams. It'll be tough games on both sides, so make sure to join us. Girls game tips off at 6. We'll have pregame coverage for you at 5:30. The boys game to follow But for Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.